I love it. Right before I started this video, it says, you can't be sneaky with me. You can't be sneaky with me. Either I'm going to feel it, I'm going to dream it, I'm going to know it, and my gifts are going to pop out. That's straight facts. Straight facts. You can't be sneaky with me. You can't. I know that ruffles a lot of feathers. People try to be really sneaky. But it's unfortunate, but you can't. We shouldn't live in a world that people want to be sneaky, but seeing as we are, and we do, it's one of those things, you know? I allow people space to be who they are. Sneaky if they want to be sneaky. It doesn't mean I don't know. I just respond accordingly. There's a difference. There's a difference. There's tact. There's being poised. There's walking with humility, humbleness, and kindness. You know? And forgiveness. Forgiveness. For I forgive you for you not know what you do. Because you're being ran by your ego, your flesh, and your pride, and devilish ways. And seeing as I know that, you know, I allow people to be sneaky. You know what I mean? It doesn't bother me that I live in a sneaky world. I guess in the grand scheme of things. I went to a girlfriend's house and we watched movies all day today. I freaking love God, universe, the Most High. Like, He just places, like, everybody comes in your life. I know people say by coincidence. No, divinely orchestrated is the way I feel. And I know that everybody in my past was divinely orchestrated to come in my life, and so is everybody moving forward that comes into my life, you know? And I'm just beyond blessed for the connections that I'm making, you know what I mean? I love their spirits, I love their connection, I feel their genuineness, given the circumstances that surrounds me. And I love having conversations with people alongside spirituality, and I love people to love me unconditionally. You know, so many people love with conditions, and I just don't run alongside that. We live in a world that says you have to love, but with conditions, and it's just not something I entertain. And so when I connect with people, I love people without conditions. Whether I know XYZ or not, it doesn't make a difference to me, because I have full control of my mind. I have full control of my heart. I have full control of my body and soul. And because I have full control of those things, people, places, and things in my life don't affect me negatively, right? And so I am not one of those people. Like, I was in hermit mode, and now I'm branching out in the different ways that I'm branching out. And I allow my intuition, my discernment, and guide me. And, you know, when I'm out and about and I feel certain things, you'll know. You can pick up on my energy. I mean, I might not say it out loud, but you know, the wheels are turning. The wheels are turning, you know? And this is why I love Candace Owens. This is why I freaking love her. All right. She calls stuff out.
Dude, here's the evidence. We submitted to Candace Owens. So he's gonna be like, okay, forget the evidence. What about your heart? Is there a heart out there? A lot of people have big hearts. Don't you feel sad? What people forget, he literally said this, what people forget is that they're human beings. Oh, is that what we're doing in the forum? This better be televised. Okay, forget the fact that we have no evidence. What people forget is that they are human beings. And now they have to leave their house.
Forget the fact that we don't have any evidence. We have zero evidence, and we can completely exploit someone. We can completely exploit someone. Forget the fact that we stand on zero evidence, but we can exploit someone and interrogate them silently, right? But we have no evidence. Here's the best part. I love this part.
Some people are asking them for evidence, which would be so easy to give, but we're not going to give it because we just said she is a woman. So just believe us, trust us, bro.
She's talking about a lawsuit.
It's incredible. And finally, they really arrive at the correct conclusion of what they're trying to do here. The real threats, what the elites always do. They go mask down in this moment when they share this exchange. Take a listen.
If you're asking for punitive damages, how much money do you want? And do you want her to apologize? Well, we'd love an apology, of course. The court can't order her to apologize, and based on her conduct, the settlement was at Jones and publications of.
So she's got this huge thing going on with Bridget, and all that, and I stand with her on it. Anyways, they're suing her for defamation of character, and they didn't even what's the word? They didn't even serve her the defamation lawsuit. Instead, they fed it to the news propaganda first, right? And she's 10 toes down. She don't give a crap who you are, what your status quo is. If you're doing injustice and you're lying and you're a part of the elites doing really, really nasty things to children and people, she gonna fight it. And I stand with her. I stand with her. I'm sorry, I do.
Of their reporting on this. But they're asserting it, they're spreading it. And she,
Who is a journalist, a respectable journalist in France who has not been sued for defamation. So he has to be like, well, you know, the New York Post mentioned her. It's going to be a very big question that's going to be asked in this courtroom. Hey, if this is defamation, why don't you sue in your home courts and win against the journalist that brought this entire thing forward, which inspired the series? That's a pretty obvious question. She's like, well, you know, Newsweek said, Candace said it. And forget the book. Forget the fact that okay, it's all about PR, but who cares? What is the actual goal? And here's the big point going mass down. The goal is to bankrupt me.
That part.
That's how these elites think. They think about, we have money and money is power. How they have always thought is, we built this corrupt system. So if we can't beat you the fair way, if we can't beat you in the court of public opinion with facts, we're going to drag you through the mud. The process is going to be the pain, and we're going to try to destroy you financially. Right? We'll keep this going. We've got unlimited funds.
Unlimited.
That's why elites love courts and expensive lawyers, because the little guys, what are you going to do? How are you going to defend yourself against these people? This is the point, by the way, in the gladiator films, where typically the elites and the politicians order soldiers to just go and kill the gladiator's entire family so he has nothing to live for anymore. It's the very same concept. The process is the pain. We will leave you with nothing for challenging our system of lies and corruption. How dare you show the world proof that we are immoral perverts? How dare you think that we...
That part. How dare you show the world proof that you are immoral perverts? That part. For entertainment purposes only. For entertainment purposes only. And I know that's a strong word, but I am sorry. If you're on the side of the fence where your tactics are to go against women and their children, then yeah, you're an immoral pervert. I don't care what your status quo is. I don't care what your title is. I don't care what your position is in money. I do not care. If you're on the side of the fence and you stand with people that do that, I do not stand with you. We are not aligned. We are not on the same fence. I will throw you Hail Marys and I will pray for you, but I'll be dang if I stand with you. I will stand against you. I will stand against you. And that's where my stance is. Because I have been completely humiliated, exploited, smeared, because the elites, those in all these different positions had something to say, but they had no facts. And all the while, in the back, they were the ones doing it and have been running me through the mud my entire life. My entire life. And because I decided to go in, do the work, heal, take everything on the chin, and now I advocate for myself. I advocate for others. I advocate for the broken system. I file court docs. I file, not only for myself, but for other people that are hungry, can't pay their rent, can't find work to make any money. And we're over here building Alcatrazes, spending millions and millions of dollars. It's freaking sick. It's sick. And so, yeah, I have a problem with it. You know, and again, she has a different battle going on, and it's completely different than mine. But I stand with her on the battle she's gotten going on her full front, because at the end of the day, it's all tied in together. All of it is tied in together. All the hands are in the pot. And the world is a stage. And we're all just little puppets. We're completely little puppets. And when you go through your spiritual awakening and you wake up to things, you can't go back to sleep. Thank you. You can't go back to sleep. It's impossible. You know, it's unfortunate. You know, and it doesn't mean that I don't love unconditionally, because I do. I do. However, it's atrocious what people do to people. And think that it's okay. Think that it's okay. Because they're invincible. They're untouchable. Because they're corrupt. Not only are they corrupt, but they have a corrupt heart. They have a broken heart. A broken soul. Being ran by very, very dirty things. And that's just the reality of it. And it's taken over the world. And God is here in different ways. I see him all day, every day. I saw so many birds. And oh my gosh, I saw the black and yellow butterfly while I was over there watching movies. It was great.